Hi, I'm Jeannie. Welcome back to my home. I am talking today about performance anxiety. No, it's not a laughing matter. Most people who perform have it. So, what do you do and what is it? Performance anxiety means fear. You're standing up in front of a group of people ready to present your song, and all of a sudden you feel some terror or you're worried about being judged. Triggers this really natural biological process, which makes it much harder to sing. You have two hormones getting released when you get fearful. This is part of your sympathetic nervous system protecting you, and it's really important. Let's just say there was a bank robber running down the street and you needed to run away really fast, or a lion or something. You need to be able to have that adrenaline and that cortisol kick in so that your body can be superhuman for a few seconds and protect you from danger. The truth is, singing really isn't that dangerous. When these hormones are coursing through your body, it makes your heart beat faster, it makes your breath shallow. Sometimes your thoughts blank out. I knew my words yesterday. I have no idea. Sound familiar? I have 4 steps that you can practice to get you more comfortable with a little bit of nervousness. It's okay to be a little bit nervous, and in fact, you can harness that nervousness as great energy to give your performance more zip. Step 1 is the obvious thing. Know your stuff. Know your song. Practice it. Know it so that you're walking down the street and you can think of the bridge in the middle. You got to know your song so well that even when it sounds different from the CD, if you're doing a cover tune, it's not going to throw you off. Step 2, visualize. What is a great gig? Instead of picturing disaster and, oh, they hated me, picture, this is great. Now, you can't control what people are going to think. That's a really important part of step 2, visualizing. Because if you try to control your audience, that's going to be really frustrating. Some people are going to love it, some people won't. That's pretty much normal. Name one artist that everybody in the world loves. Can't find it. If you're comfortable with the outcome, I was really proud, I was really centered and grounded, and I sang and I shared that song, and that was awesome. That's part of the visualization. Step 3 is to stop thinking about me. This loop that's playing in your head. We all have thoughts, thousands of thoughts in a minute. So when you're singing a song, if your thought is pulling you over to something else that's not in the present moment, it's going to take you away from the performance. And the more that you think about I and me, you're not giving to your audience. It's as if I'm kind of looking at you and looking through you, and I'm talking and I'm looking at you, but I'm not really paying attention to you, so you can kind of tell, right? That glassy-eyed stare. When your focus is on the audience, on gratitude for being able to sing, on the opportunity, no matter how small or how big the concert is, or the gig, or the karaoke bar, or whatever it is that you're doing, focusing on the audience, on just loving singing, that makes a big difference. And by the way, it'll shift the audience so that you get different energy back from them. Step 4 is detach yourself from the outcome. Whoa, that's a really hard one. That takes practice. That's mindfulness. Meditation helps with that. If every single time you get up to sing, there's huge importance connected to it, so worried about the outcome, it's going to end up kind of sabotaging it. And if you're not as attached to the outcome, you don't have as much invested in it, you don't get as fearful, there's less anxiety, and the whole experience is much better. And you can harvest that energy to give your song and be fabulous and have a great time. I'm Jeannie Gagne. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.